Welcome guys, thank you so much for joining in. So today, as you can see, the price of Bitcoin and also the price of Ether both are flashing a very interesting scenario, and we want to know what exactly could be playing out next for Bitcoin and also for Ethereum. So for that, we are going to start this analysis by looking at this Bitcoin price action with the help of this WYCKOFF's accumulation phase. Those individuals who has been watching my videos since the last couple of weeks, they know we have been talking about this price structure, and look at this scenario is playing out pretty well. We were expecting price to find a very strong resistance around this upper line area, because according to this WYCKOFF accumulation phase, after reaching the top of this phase B area, right, they are going to be more like a shakeout type of scenario, because after that we will be entering this phase C area, and this is exactly what the price of Bitcoin is doing. You can see we found a very strong resistance at the upper line area. Price is witnessing this pullback type of scenario, and this was actually expected. Now you can see, according to WYCKOFF, we are actually entering the phase C area, and in this phase C area and also this phase D area, there will be more shakeout, but the momentum will start increasing. So now, since we are holding our ground around this 47,000 price level, we want the price of Bitcoin to stay around this price level. But what if the price starts even going lower? Is there any possibility and we can still expect movement here in this manner? Absolutely yes, guys. Why? Because you can see here, this phase here, phase C and phase D, includes more like a consolidation type of scenario and a possible movement here in upper duration. But the new accumulation phase, you can see this is accumulation phase schematic 1, this is accumulation phase schematic 2, right? According to this schematic 1, around phase C area, there might be some more shakeout, I mean the spring action, and then a possible move here in upper duration. So now I'm showing you two different scenarios. One here is finding support around this 47,000 price level, and the second one here is actually going even lower than the previous low here, right? And then a movement here in an upper duration. So why we could be also making this price movement here is because yesterday, when the price got a very strong rejection from this price level here in upper duration, you can see what I'm actually going to do. I'm going to add this FIP retracement from this swing high till the swing low level, right? So if you monitor price movement, you can see exactly, guys, exactly after reaching this 0.618 and 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, we found a very strong resistance. And if you are aware, I've already said you guys plenty of time, this scenario here, this dead cat bounce scenario, according to this dead cat bounce, we have 4 different points, right? 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, and 0.4. And if you look at this price structure of Bitcoin, you can see 0.1, 0.2, right? This here is the 0.3, and if this is going to be a more like a pullback type of scenario, a dead cat bounce scenario, then the 0.4 is going to be lower than the previous point here. So this means you can see 0.1, 0.2, the 0.2 and 0.3 is the bounce what we were actually expecting, and according to this traditional dead cat bounce scenario, the price will never close above 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level. But in our case, we said, hey, since crypto is a bit volatile, so we are going to include this 0.618 Fibonacci retracement level. And you can see we came around this 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, was able to pass through it, but was unable to pass through this 0.618, and now we are seeing some sort of a shakeout. So if this is going to play out as a dead cat bounce scenario, then this leg here is going to be lower than the previous one. So this could also be playing out as a dead cat bounce scenario. And if this plays out, then you can see this scenario here, spring here, could be still playing out parallelly. That's why it doesn't matter which scenario is going to play out. Either this schematic 2, this accumulation schematic 2, or this accumulation schematic 1. These are both an accumulation phase. Accumulation phase means they are going to accumulate some more before price starts moving in an upper direction. So these are still a bullish scenario, even if we are going to see more shakeout type of scenario here, because after this accumulation phase, we will be seeing an impulsive move again following the price action of Bitcoin. So that's why I want you guys to actually look into both this scenario, what I'm actually showing right now. Both, one here with more like a consolidation shakeout, and another one was with spring. So even if the spring is going to happen, then please don't panic, right? Because this is the area where the whales try to manipulate the market. So please be careful, okay? So now guys, let me also show you what if this scenario is going to play out, then what is the price structure also going to look like in a daily time frame. And also guys, one new announcement, I have recently created this Crypto Anup German channel. So if you are a German speakers, then please go in the description down below and subscribe to this channel, because for those individuals who actually ask, hey Anup, can you please do the video also in German? So for you guys, I have created this channel, so feel free to go in the description down below and hit the subscribe button. So let's get this started, guys. So if we look at this Bitcoin USD right now in a daily time frame, you can clearly see, right, this price movement here. I've already showed you with many different examples, but right now, since we are getting this rejection here, which I just showed you with this 0.61 Fibonacci retracement level from this dead cat bounce scenario, you can see that very clearly this pullback here will be lower than the previous one if this is going to be the accumulation schematic from the WYCKOFF with the spring involved, right? So now, guys, if that's going to play out, right, if this scenario is going to play out, then just like here, you can see this was also one falling wedge type of scenario which got a really nice break here in an upper duration. So in that case, maybe we could be forming another falling wedge type of scenario just like here. And if this pullback is going to occur, guys, you can see here, right, if this pullback is going to happen, then we could get lower than the previous one, but still could manage to make a move like this, because this is exactly what this WYCKOFF's schematic one is actually showing us. Even if we are going to score a bit lower than the previous one, this could still play out as an accumulation phase. So I want you guys to know this scenario as well. And right now you can see, if you look at this RSI line here to the downside, RSI is still above 50s, but the MACD here is flashing a bearish crossover. But as I've already said you, this bearish crossover also played out very well. So this bearish crossover is also playing out right now. So if we doesn't matter, right? Doesn't matter if we are going to break out from here in this manner, playing out as an accumulation schematic, or we are going to go a bit lower, right? Bit lower than the previous one and then see a breakout in this manner. Doesn't matter. Both are flashing actually an accumulation scenario. Accumulation scenario, after accumulation, there are going to be some upward price movement. And if I include the Williams Alligator indicator right now, so if we look at this with the help of this Williams Alligator indicator, you can see very, very clearly the green line is still at the top, blue line is still at the bottom, and RSI line is actually holding around 50 level. We can see some weakness here on the Williams Alligator indicator, you can see, right? But one thing to take into consideration, guys, whenever you see this RSI line starting to move away from this 50 level, and also this green line started to appear in the top and the blue line at the bottom, that is a sign of an uptrend. And whenever you see the opposite, I mean the blue line at the top, right? You can see blue line at the top, green line at the bottom, and RSI line below 50 level, that is a sign of a trend reversal. That has actually unfolded again and again so many times. You can see blue line at the top, green line at the bottom, and also this RSI line started heading below 50 level. So that's a sign of a trend reversal. So if you look at this right now, you can still see that in our case, we are seeing some sort of a weakness. Yeah, that's very true, because you can see the green line seems like it's going to cross over the red line here, but still, unless the blue line is not at the top and this RSI line is clearly below 50 level, we cannot say this is going to be a bearish scenario for Bitcoin. So this is also one scenario we should take into consideration, guys. And now if you look at this again in a daily time frame, but with different perspective, guys, let me show you here. You know, we actually have talked about this scenario plenty of time in my video. I said to you guys, we were following this ascending channel, and this price movement here, this impulsive move, after this impulsive move, the corrective move followed, and this corrective move, right, ended exactly after price reaching the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, and after that a new impulsive move followed. And this is exactly what we also said. Hey, since the price here is showing some sort of a weakness, any sort of a pullback, we could still see price finding support at the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, just like here from the past Bitcoin price action. And you can see this price pullback here ended also at this 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, in our case exactly after reaching the lower line of this ascending channel, and also this 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level, we found a very nice support. So now we are still seeing some sort of a weakness, because I said you, if this is going to play out, right, this dead cat bounce type of scenario or this spring type of scenario, then we are also aware that this price here could see a flash crash around this 0.618 FIB level. So this golden pocket level is one very, very important level. So that could also play out. I mean, a price here then start move here in an upper direction. So this is also one scenario I thought sharing with you in today's analysis. So now let's look at Ethereum price action. So if you look at this Ethereum USD chart, guys, you can see in a daily time frame, the price did got a rejection from this 21 exponential moving average, which I talked on my previous video. I said to you guys, if the price of Ether wants to continue further here in an upper direction, we have to break out of this 21 exponential moving average, because this 21 exponential moving average has acted as a strong support plenty of time. That's why I said to you, hey, since we want to follow this 21 exponential moving average, if the trend manages to find support above it, then it is also showing us a potential movement here in an upper direction. But you can see we failed to break out of it, and now we are seeing some sort of a weakness, just like the Bitcoin price action. If you also take this FIB retracement from this swing high till the swing low level, you can see the price of Ether also got a strong rejection from this 0.5 fib retracement along with this 21 exponential moving average. So now you know this 0.5 Fibonacci retracement is actually a very strong resistance. So if you want to break here in an upper direction, we have to close above this 0.618, right, and also this 0.5 fib retracement level. Otherwise we could see some fake out. If this scenario is going to play for Bitcoin, then it is, I think, also going to drag the price of Ether along with it. So if that's going to happen, if the support here, the lower line of this ascending broadening wedge is not going to hold the price anymore, and also the price of Bitcoin is going to drag the Ether, then this 100 exponential moving average could be also acting as a very strong support. So what we can also do here, I want to add this fib retracement from this swing low till this swing high and see where we could be getting pullback. So if that's going to happen, right, if the lower line of this ascending broadening wedge is not going to hold the price and price is going to see more like a shakeout or fake out type of scenario, because I just showed you with the Bitcoin price action, if the Bitcoin is going to see some sort of a shakeout, then it's also going to pull the price of Ether. That's very clear, right? So now if this is going to take place, then this 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level and also this 0.61 at this golden pocket level. So if the trend of Ether is going to show any sort of a weakness here, right, weakness here, and it's going to see any sort of pullback type of scenario, then guys, this 0.5 Fibonacci retracement level is where I will be focusing. So it's going to be around 1300 price level. But if this is going to continue, we also know that this lower line here of this ascending broadening which has always acted as a very strong support. So if this is going to continue, then I'm actually going to include this fib extension level, because with this fib extension I can see the possible price movement here in an upper direction. So in this case, so if this is going to continue, because you can see it does looks like it could be making this double bottom type of scenario. Let me show you here. You can see here, right? So now it might be making this double bottom. So breaking the neckline is going to give us a more like a confirmation that it could be hitting an upper direction. But now, since we have added this fib extension level, let's hide this fib retracement level. So if we are going to continue, then we know 1527 is where the first target is going to be, and the second target is going to be this 1580 to 1590 price area, because I can see if the price of Ether does manage to find support around this price level, then to see a possible breakout or also to form this double bottom type of scenario, we have to break this 0.5 Fibonacci extension price target level. So in that case, this 1626, 1630 price level must be broken if we want to continue in an upper direction. Otherwise, we are going to see more like a consolidation or pullback type of scenario also playing out for Ether here in a daily time frame. And if you look at this in a bigger time frame, I've already talked about this scenario. We had some impulsive move and also some corrective move, and right now the support where we are finding is also at the previous temporary high level. So around this price level of 1380 to 1300, as long as we are holding this ground here, right, holding this ground, we are still okay, guys, because this was the previous temporary high, and now if the price is going to find support, it's okay, because according to this Livermore's pivotal point theory, this is where we are, right? We are seeing this shakeout or pullback type of scenario, but the price is still holding around the previous temporary high, this point B area. So in our case, this is the B area and this is the new B area. We did have some impulsive move and also corrective move, but as long as we are holding this previous temporary high, we are still okay, guys, in a bigger time frame, right? So that's why don't panic right now. Let the market do its thing, but please don't over leverage yourself around this price level, right? And also use proper risk management strategy. Otherwise, you are going to get burned. I'm saying you because in this kind of bull market, this kind of flash crash or also the shakeout, fake out is going to happen pretty often. So you have to be very careful. So guys, these are some of the scenario I thought sharing with you in today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope this video was helpful enough. If that's the case, then hit the like button, and also for those individual watching this for the first time, hit the subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing off. My name is Anup. Bye bye, guys.